Welcome. In front of me I have the KEYCHRON V6 Ultra 8K, and anyway, I'll be going over unboxing along with a quick look at the feature set and just give you my general thoughts and opinions about the keyboard itself. So one thing that I want to just kind of stop and just make fun of right away. So it's a full-size wireless mechanical keyboard, and then you have the bullshit for peak performance and infinite possibilities. Oh, what infinite possibilities? Excuse me. Let me just move it so you can see this. 8,000 seems like a finite number. So I might be retarded a little bit right here, but it's just a keyboard. You don't need to do bullshit little words for it. It isn't breaking the laws of physics right here. You freaking type on it, and it inputs that input into your computer. Anyway, let's just get into this. How does it do? I swipe this, slide this off. Looks like it. Yep, there we go. Okay, well, that is a hefty box. Quick start guide. Now this will be fairly useful to you if you want to know how to do a couple of different things like changing light patterns, putting it in pairing mode, and so on. Recommend keeping that safe or just searching online. We get also a general user manual, which is pretty hefty for a keyboard. Then we have KEYCHRON switches, so make sure switch pins are straight before inserting. I mean, they're already in there, so whatever. Moving on, we get a keycap puller, KEYCHRON branded. We get screwdrivers, Allen keys, and some screws. And sorry for the slamming, people aren't very intelligible right here. And next we got a replacement keycaps. If you don't like specific color styles, maybe you can, I believe, change the enter actually to have some color flare. Escape, you can change it back to gray as it's already in a color flare mode. We get a type A to type C cable, braided and pretty malleable, so that's pretty nice. And then the keyboard itself. Oh wait, there's one more thing. There's this. No. Okay, there we go. So here's our keyboard. Now if you're wondering what this is for, why we have such a thing, well then I'm wondering too, kind of. Yeah, I have honestly... Oh wait, I know... So you get this for type A, so you can plug it into your computer, but then... Why this? It's a type C to type A conversion. Oh, now I see why. We have a KEYCHRON dongle. So, now that makes sense. I do like the inclusion of these things, specifically because you can just plug in your type A dongle, and if you have something like a laptop nowadays, you primarily have type C. Now, I do want to say KEYCHRON could have added a type C dongle, and they do actually have made them, as I just did an unboxing of the the M6 Lite mouse, and that came with both type A and type C dongle for the mouse. So they could have done this right here as well. But yeah, in any case, if you don't have it, you can just use the type A, plug it into this, and it basically converts it to type C. So then you just need to grab something like this cable, and you can plug it in here, and then to your PC. To your PC with a type C, and you're good to go. Anyway, keyboard itself, it's a little bit flimsy, but then it is a big keyboard. It's a full-size one, so that's have a little bit of a flex, as you can probably see. But considering the size of it, I mean, we do have like, I don't know, 30% more than you nowadays have with most keyboards. So I will let that slide. In terms of the keycaps, let's quickly take one out. Let's see. Let's do escape. It should be. Come on. Oh, boy, there we go. Oh, that's not an RGB keyboard? There's no way. We have 2.4 Bluetooth. So we have backlighting. No, I'll just turn it on. Oh, there it is. So let's do Bluetooth. Oh, yeah, there is backlighting. Now this is not visible, but okay, one thing that is odd to me. So there is backlight. You can clearly see it right here when I took off the keycap, but you can also see that the backlighting doesn't go through the keycaps because they don't have any kind of transparent layer between them. Well, I am so confused. Why would anyone do this? So yeah, that seems like a little bit of a mishap right here. Other than that, the keys actually require some more force than I'm used to. Does it say right here how much it is? No, it does not. But anyway, while I have this, let's quickly go over the specifications of the infinite possibilities, which are all listed right here on this single piece of paper on the back. Infinite. Okay. Anyway, we have full-size layout. Now that seems like a finite definition right here, but okay. Which you can clearly see. Next, we have supports all systems. I would surely hope so. It's a keyboard. Web configurator. That's pretty nice. So you don't need to download any kind of programs. It's just you can navigate to our website, I believe, and just configure macro and all that stuff through there, which is pretty cool. We have 8,000 Hz pull rate. Which also is pretty nice, though I'm seeing this more like a standard nowadays with gaming keyboards. Screw-in stabilizers. Let's just quickly, come on, am I gonna, Jesus, that is in there. Okay, I'm not gonna remove that, and I don't feel like unpacking this thing. Anyway, lighting effects 22 plus lighting effects to choose from, with unfortunately non-double shaded keycaps, so yeah, that's not going to be really seeing them. I do want to just point out though, in case, these are standard switches right here. So if you have already some kind of keycaps lying around, or maybe old keyboard with keycaps that obviously have, letters and stuff that would be see-through in a way, so the light can pass through them, then you can swap them out in here. And as you already seen this right here, once I take that off again, there we go. So you can see this is just a normal keycap right here that can, or a normal switch, which also seems like it's pre-lubed, which is pretty nice, but it is KEYCHRON, so that is to be expected, and actually feels pre-lubed too. So that's pretty nice. And if you're wondering why that matters, if you're not into like keyboards, loop switches have a little bit of a more subtle toned down sound profile. So when you're smacking them, they don't sound so hollow and plasticky. For instance, like if I were to bring this one in. So this is my keyboard, and just to give you an example, this is unlubed. This is lubed. Now obviously there's a couple of differences as well, build quality, materials used, and so on. But skipping all that, the sound is going to be different even between the same keyboards, between lubed and unlubed switches. And last thing in here is the sound absorbing foam that is added in there to also mitigate that that kind of hollow sounding when you're typing in. So sound is kind of nice. Oh, the spacebar is super nicely lubed. Now let me just grab through all that crap that I have right here. My little felt pad. There we go. And do this once more. Typically you have some kind of mouse pad that your keyboard is laying on, which also changes the sound. So, pretty good in terms of sound. And obviously there's one additional benefit right here. We do have a little dial right here for obviously programmable purposes. You can have it volume control or whatever you want. There's also click to it, so you can do a couple different changes right here with it, make it do whatever you want. And like I mentioned before, we also have the replaceable keycaps right here, so you can change the enter to kind of match the escape or vice versa. And you can also see there is a little bit of a two-tone, or more like three-tone kind of color scheme right here. So we have gray keys right here, like the backspace, enter, and so on, function, options, and whatever. All right, and we do have option and what is it, command button. But in here we do have the Windows one as well. So you can swap it out. Instead of having the Mac layout, you can have obviously Windows one. And rest of the buttons right here are black, and sending us for the function keys. So function 1 through 4 is, as you can see, black, gray, and so on. So just a little bit of a flair. Other than that, not much to it. It's just a relatively standard kind of keyboard from KEYCHRON, other than being full-sized. At the back right here, we have Type-C for charging. We do have our Windows, Android, and Mac switch. So this is this one. And we also have the 2.4 dongle, the wired connectivity, and Bluetooth. And Bluetooth looks like we can pair 3 different things right here. So 3 different Bluetooth devices, one 2.4 connection, and wired. So in total you can have, what is it, 5 different devices paired at the same time. So yeah, that's about it. So in any case, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.